Grand Rising Soul family. It's your sister from another Mr. Lovely Fly Shy back with another video. So I'm currently at work. I got called in on my off day for some OT, but you know me, I'm gonna take it. So I got a subscriber's request, and the request was to talk about spiritually awakening, and I thought that was an amazing topic. So shout out to the subscriber who mentioned the topic of spiritually awakening and spiritual awakening, all that jazz, on my community posts. I greatly appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy day to just give me a video suggestion, excuse me. I greatly appreciate it. So we are going to get right into it. I may, between talking to you guys, I'm not even going to sit here in front. I may take a couple of bites. Matter of fact, let me just take a quick bite of my lunch really quick. But while I'm doing that, you guys go ahead and take the time to like the video. Okay? 1 second, you guys. I'm really hungry. But nothing is going to stop me from getting this video out, even if I have to take a bite of my food really quickly while on camera. So hold on. Alrighty, family. So, my spiritual awakening actually began back in 2019. You all will hear me often speak about the year 2019 on this channel because that was a very and a highly significant year in terms of awakening and rising up to the truth of self. Although during that time I was heavily backsliding, I wasn't in the mindset that I am in now. I wasn't aware as I am now, although I knew it was always inside of me. I just had this inkling, this different chip that was installed inside of me, that was constantly speaking to me to do better with my life and to seek truth, all right, and to free myself. There's that saying that my people will they will perish due to a lack of knowledge, and that is absolutely true. You see, though the process for me began in 2019, it was also a very I didn't have the words for it. I didn't know how to put in words that, what, God has called me to do something. I didn't know how to put in words that I have been chosen. I didn't know how to put in words that that my spirit guides, my spiritual team was on me like white on rice to fulfill the purpose and the divine assignment that is harboring over my life. I didn't know how to put any of that in words, you all. Wow, that sky looks so beautiful, but it also looks very, very fake. Which is going to lead me to some of my other points that I'll make in terms of the holographic 3D matrix. But we're going to get into that. Because everyone they're not ready for that. Their third eye isn't even open. Their pineal gland isn't even opened. So they wouldn't even know how to receive or perceive this information. But for those of you who are hip to it and are very knowledgeable and open to, if you aren't already knowledgeable on the topics at hand, you are open to becoming knowledgeable by taking up your own research. Okay? So, sorry guys. So, during that time though, there was a lot going on in my life. I was heavily in my addictions. I was at odds with my family. I was constantly going back and forth with some family members, falling out with them, because one day I had woke up and I was like, wait a minute. I realized something isn't right here. What you're doing isn't right. The gossiping that you engage in isn't okay. You talking negatively and toxically about another, that is not okay. You projecting your misery, all right, your disdain, your sadness and your shame onto another, that is not okay. So when I began calling that out, right, in so-called family and in people, it became a problem. And I realized that this is not only biblical, but this has already been written, you all. So during that time, I was heavily, I don't know if you all know who he is, but shout out to Spiritual Soul. Spiritual Soul, gazer. Shout out to Spiritual Soul. I was watching him heavily during that time in 2019. I was watching him. I was watching Children It's Real Out Here, that channel. So for all of you who are interested in me name dropping and channel dropping, please, if you're interested, go ahead and check these channels out. I'm not being sponsored for this. I'm not being told to, promote these people, but it is just what I'm sharing with you all that catapulted me into my experience and my spirituality, right? So basically, I had been watching Spiritual Soul, Children It's Real Out Here, Enoch the Freestyle Prince. I was also watching Dolo the Pilot Man, and a couple other channels. Fame versus Sacrifice. Oh my gosh, I should have had all this stuff written down, but you all, I'm at work. I wasn't prepared. This was just a freestyle. But needless to say, I had began watching all those channels, and I began becoming aware of our chakra system. I began coming aware of just psychology. Though I had studied psychology since I was like 18, I was always studying things of like people that are sociopaths, psychopaths, narcissism, things of that nature. I was always studying that so that I can pinpoint and be able to decipher that within another that may or may not come across my path, right? Excuse me. So throughout the process, though, what I will tell you guys is I had to undergo a total transfiguration, I'll say that. And what I mean by that is I had to deprogram from everything that I was taught. And what I mean by that is everything that I was taught in school, everything that I was taught by my family, everything that they taught me, which was information that was brainwashed and indoctrinated within them. I was taught all of that, right? And so I had to go through a process of totally deprogramming from all of that information. And I had to begin my church. I said church. Lord, I did not mean to say that, but okay. I had to begin my church. But no, I had to begin my search in finding out our true history and separating ourselves from his story. You see, my people, we have been lied to, especially as so-called black people. We are the only ones in history that do not know our true identities. Any of us that look like me that got this brown skin, they automatically put a label on us. They automatically, they're from Africa, they derive from Africa, they come from Africa. But the truth that has been revealed is that is not true. That is not our true identities. Just because we're brown, just because, look, all skin folk ain't kin folk, my people. And that is what is a part of this spiritual awakening as well, because you're not only awakening to the truth of this reality, but you are awakening to the truth of your identity. And I believe that is the most important, to be able to hold value and hold dear to the other information that you all may come across. Okay? We have been lied to. We have been told that we were merely just slaves. that we were defeated, that we were low level, crabs in a bucket, and for some, those are the qualities some of our people. For those of you who look like me, I don't refer to myself as black, and I'm not going to refer to y'all as black, whether you refer to yourself as that or not. But we're brown people. We are a melanated, ethereal people. So regardless of any of that, regardless of what you all believe that you are, I just feel it is imperative for us to realize, like, a lot of the information that we have been told was a lie. It is a lie. And so once I started waking up to that fact, and once I started to realize that, I realized, like, oh, okay, So if that's a lie, you really have to deprogram. You really have to take the necessary steps to learn, all right, and to unlearn. Excuse me, you guys. I'm a little hungry here. I ain't gonna lie, today been kind of busy. But needless to say, my idea and my perception and what I perceive to be true in terms of spiritually awakening and awakening to your true nature, to the power that lies within you, and ultimately to who you really are, a lot comes with that. You begin to change, evolve, elevate, transform. You really become a new person, a new being. Your language, your tongue, all of that changes, right? And one thing that I can tell you all about this experience is that everyone isn't going to realize what it is that you're doing. Whether, you are partaking and engaging in this experience, in this journey, for reasons that are the same as mine, such as just awakening to the truth of our reality, awakening to the truth of our identity, whatever your particular reason and purpose for doing what it is that you do, in terms of studying, educating thyself, and applying that wisdom that you gain. I just want you guys to know that this is a very, very lonely journey also. There's a lot of people, even people that you personally know, your family, friends, loved ones, they are not going to be willing and ready to partake and engage in this experience, in this journey. You see, they think it's weird, they think it's odd, they think it's peculiar. They wonder why someone like you that comes from a place like them would opt for and be willing to learn learn why you're here, learn about your existence, learn about life.
Hello?
Yes?
Are you staying here?
I work here.
You work here?
I'm on lunch.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so y'all see, we got a Decepticon coming up. I clearly got on the damn uniform. He talking about, do I work here? Ugh. Hold on, y'all.